The situation at the radio station in Alberta had become intolerable. Frankly, it was a nightmare. The guy who was running it, who ran it into the ground and destroyed it, was clearly psychotic and should have been institutionalized. Meanwhile, my friends in Vancouver were saying, don't worry, everything will be fine, which is what one of my best friends always says, you'll be fine, David. It didn't take too long for the phone to ring, and another friend of mine was writing a book about the #1 radio station in Vancouver, and he said, hey, big news, they're thinking of doing overnight, late night talk radio for the first time, and you're the guy. A day or so later, the phone rings. I'm invited for a conversation. I hop on the first plane. I go to Vancouver, and the program director comes to see me in the lobby. I'm sick as a dog. I got a flu bug. He brings me chamomile tea, lemon and honey, ushers me into the boardroom, and there's Shirley, who everyone in the city knows. She's the executive producer of all these shows. And we sit down, and she says, so, David, tell me, what do you think about capital punishment? And I start laughing, and I say, capital punishment? Capital punishment was removed from Canadian law by an act of Parliament in 1976. Are you saying you think this is an interesting topic for talk radio in the 90s? It's probably inappropriate, it's unnecessary. Anyway, I did a little monologue about what I thought about capital punishment. In simple, I don't want to be a murderer, so I'm against it, even though there's some dreadful people, and some 1% should be locked up forever, key thrown away, and so on. Anyway, so then they take me out for lunch at this wonderful Italian eatery, the three of us, the program director, Shirley, and I, and we, have a lot of fun, and then we walk back to the building. We go back to the building, and Shirley goes inside, and Tom and I are standing there talking, and it's all very amiable, but pardon me for, growing up in the rag trade in Winnipeg, where the order is always taken. And I say, Tom, did I miss something? Did you actually offer me this job? Because we're talking like I'm working here already, but I don't remember this happening. Did it happen when I was in the men's room? No. It's just I didn't want to discuss money in front of Shirley because that's not her. Yeah. Okay, so we met the next day and we walked all the way around Stanley Park and we did a deal. And then I did talk radio for 13 years. Pickle. Don't be embarrassed. Always remember to get the order and get it in several copies in writing, usually signed by a lawyer.